let's go on a holiday. Places in Japan, starting with Osaka. Osaka. That's the second biggest city in Japan with a population of just under 20 million. Massive city, very famous for being a center of commerce and a merchant center. Let's see where it belongs on our map. There we have Honshu. That's our main island. And here, if we just go down slightly, you'll see the city of Osaka, and that's where you should have written Osaka. Next we have Kyoto. Kyoto, and this kanji is here. The left-hand kanji is capital, and the right-hand kanji means city. Kyoto, and it was given this name because it was in fact the capital city for more than 1,000 years, all the way up to 1868, when the capital city moved from Kyoto to Tokyo. Kyoto is a fabulous place. Let's have a look where it is on the map. Down we go. There's Honshu. We know that's Osaka there, and this is Kyoto, very close by. So in your box you should have either the kanji Kyoto or the hiragana Kyoto. Kyoto is famous for its beautiful temples and shrines and palaces, and this is one of the most famous. It's called Kiyomizu-dera, and it's built right up on a mountain top overlooking Kyoto. It's gorgeous. But even more famous is the Golden Pavilion. It's called Kinkaku-ji in Japanese, and it's actually covered in a fine gold layer, and it is one of the most perfect examples of Japanese minimalist architecture. And you can see that in Kyoto. Next we have Tokyo. Tokyo, eastern capital. Tokyo. And if we have a look on the map, we'll see that's in our main island here of Honshu, and there it is, Tokyo. Tokyo, eastern capital, and you should have that in your box. Next we have Hokkaido. There's the kanji. Hok is north, kai, that means sea, and do is road. Hokkaido, North Sea Road. And it's this island that we can just see here. It's the northernmost island. So you need to write Hokkaido or the kanji Hokkaido in this box. There it is. It's right up there in the north. So it's very cold. Samui. Samui desu. Next we have Honshu. Hon being the source or the main, and shu meaning state. So Honshu, the main state. Honshu. And if we have a look at our map, we can see it is in fact the biggest island of Japan, and it was where, it is still where most Japanese people live, and all the major cities and towns are. And you need to write here Honshu in kanji or Honshu in hiragana in this box. Next we have Shikoku. From the biggest to the smallest, Shikoku. Literally 4 countries. Now, countries in olden days didn't mean what we now know as a country. It was simply an administrative area. So obviously in the olden days in Shikoku there must have been 4 different regions, administrative regions, and it's pronounced Shikoku. Let's go down and find it on our map. It's this very tiny one here, Shikoku, and the box that you need to fill in is down here, Shikoku in kanji or Shikoku hiragana. It's the most sparsely populated island of Japan and very beautiful. Next we have Kyushu. 9, and shu, you might remember from Honshu, means states, 9 states. Kyushu. It's the southernmost island, and here it is down here, and I guess originally it consisted of 9 different areas. Kyushu. Kyushu, that's what you have in the box. Next we have Okinawa. Okinawa. Now that's not one of the main 4 islands of Japan. It's a very tiny island. It's all the way down south. It's much further south than this in the Pacific Ocean. Okinawa, and it's mainly famous for tourism. People like to go down there because it's very hot. Atsui. Atsui desu. Next we have Tokyo Tower. Tokyo Tower. Now there's actually no box for this Tokyo Tower, as you can imagine. It's in Tokyo. Let's just have a little peek at it. And here it is, right in the heart of the city, modelled on the Eiffel Tower, as you can probably guess, and just a tiny smidgen bit taller, and you get a fabulous view of Tokyo from Tokyo Tower. Finally, we have possibly the most famous image from Japan, Mount Fuji, Fuji-san. San doesn't mean Mr. in this case, it's the Chinese reading of the kanji for mountain, so it's literally Fuji Mountain or Mount Fuji. And if we have a look at our map, it's this triangular shape here, so you need to put Fuji-san in there. Now, the best view of Fuji is when you hop on the Shinkansen or the bullet train and you go all the way from Tokyo down to Osaka or Kyoto, and you go speeding past Mount Fuji, and this is what it looks like. There it is. There's the Shinkansen, and that's Fuji-san. 3 times the size of Ben Nevis in Scotland and half the size of Mount Everest. Not the tallest mountain in the world, but because it rises straight out of virtually sea level ground, it's an unbelievably tall and magnificent sight. Finally, you need to learn the 4 points of the compass. Kita, north, Minami, south, Higashi, east, and Nishi, west. And those you need to go on Language Perfect, just as the others, and learn.